The richest woman took a sip of the soup the maid made, and realized it tasted exactly like the soup her son used to make as a kid, so she asked the maid who taught her the recipe. The maid said her husband did. The richest woman got excited, and asked what the husband's name was. The maid said a name. The richest woman heard it, and thought she had the wrong person, but the maid's husband was actually the biological son she'd been searching for years. Back then her son went missing unexpectedly, and ended up being adopted by another family. Later they found their son again, but they were afraid the man would take what belonged to him, so they framed him, and had him thrown into prison. The man handed his jade pendant to his wife, and told her to sell it for money. To clear her husband's name, the woman worked several jobs every day. Later she went to a doctor to sell blood. The doctor told her the richest family was hiring a maid, and the salary was high. To avoid getting recognized, the woman wrapped up her pregnant belly. The richest woman eventually decided to hire her. Then the maid received a call from a law office reminding her to pay their fee, so she asked the richest woman to advance her salary. The richest woman got angry, saying she hadn't even started working yet, and already wanted her pay early. The woman said it was for her husband. The richest woman said she wasn't a charity, and didn't care about her family problems. The maid had no choice but to leave. That night the richest woman had nightmares about her missing son. The butler told the maids to calm her down, or they'd all get fired. So the maid went to her bedside, and sang her a lullaby. She was so exhausted, she fell asleep next to the bed. When she woke up, the richest woman was extremely happy, because she hadn't slept that well in years. She handed the maid a red envelope as a reward, and told her that tomorrow was her son's birthday, and the maid should take care of everything. The butler watched, and grew jealous. On the birthday, a lot of guests came, but the seat for the son was empty. The woman finally realized that the richest woman's son had gone missing as a child. After the meal, the maid stared at the cake, thinking of her husband. The butler saw her, and walked over to say she could eat the cake. The woman thanked him. She put candles on the cake, took out her husband's photo, and said she would find a way to save him. Just then the richest woman showed up, and asked what she was holding. The butler took the chance to accuse the maid of stealing the birthday cake. The maid quickly explained that the butler told her she could eat it, but he denied everything, and said he had told her the cake was off limits. The richest woman got furious, and whipped the maid. When she saw the maid protect her belly, the butler guessed she must be pregnant, which broke the family rules. The maid begged for mercy, but the richest woman whipped her again. Suddenly the jade pendant fell from the maid's clothes. The butler pointed at her, and said she was pregnant. The maid said she wasn't. The butler walked up, and ripped off her bandages. The richest woman was shocked to see she was actually pregnant. The maid dropped to her knees, begging not to be fired, because she needed the money to fight her husband's case. The richest woman said she was the wife of a criminal, and didn't deserve to work here. She ordered the butler to kick her out. The